Welcome back to my channel. My name is AC Chavez. I am a certified life coach with an additional certification on time management. I believe that our time is one of the most valuable things in life. If you want to achieve more with less of it, it's best if you learn how to manage your time properly. And I share with you guys some of the tips that will help you achieve more in the shortest amount of time, but not wasting your energy on things that don't serve you and using that energy that you're saving on things that serve you. If you've seen any of my previous videos, you know that I'm a big fan of the 80-20 rule, the Pareto principle, where 80% of your results will come from 20% of your actions. And that's just pretty much learning how to manage your time properly. And on this video, I would like to share with you guys, I would like for you to learn at least my version of what the belief system is, the power of the belief system, how to use our belief system to work for us and not against us. All right, without further ado, let's get into the video. And I will start it with a quote by Theodore Roosevelt. And if you see me look into my right, I'm just reading my notes. So that's what I'm doing, not ignoring you guys. And the quote is, "Believe you can and you are halfway there," by Theodore Roosevelt. And basically what that means is your belief systems will get you further to pretty much anything you want to achieve. And the questions that I have right here will actually help you understand this quote a little better. The first question is, what do all poor people have in common? And the second question is, what do all rich people have in common? So we start with the first question. One of the things that all poor people have in common, if you guessed it was their belief system, you are correct. The belief system that they have, most people that are lacking wealth, that are poor, believe they can have wealth somewhere deep down in their subconscious mind. And how do you know that? It's simple. Your beliefs will reflect themselves in your day-to-day life, in your actions. So if a person is obviously poor, that's because deep down, whether they know it or not, they have that belief that either the wealthy people have all the money, they probably tried something in the past, not really organized, like a half-assed plan, or maybe didn't plan it at all and they failed. Or maybe they took their time and they planned everything properly and they still fail. And just because they did not get rich the first time, they decided it was not for them. Failure is too hard and it's not worth it for them. So all poor people, whether they know it or not, they have a belief that they can get rich. And that's probably why they stop trying. And it's easier to blame others. It's easier to blame the government. It's easier to blame the economy. It's easier to blame the weather, or whatever you want to blame it. But an excuse, no matter how good it is still an excuse. I don't believe in excuses. They just keep you from succeeding and moving forward and learning your lessons in life. So the second question, to address the second question is, what do all rich people have in common? And the one thing they have in common is they all believe that they can be rich. Believe it or not, more than 85% of wealthy people, rich people, come from humble beginnings. That means that only 15% gain their money through probably some kind of lawsuit, the lottery, or the money was inherited by parents, grandparents, or family money. But most of us, or most people that actually made it to the top, did not come from wealth. They say it's over 85%. The number that I read was 87%, but I'm sure that number fluctuates. But that's a pretty big percentage of people that come down from nothing, but the only thing they had behind them was the belief that they could make it. Just by having this belief, and this belief is strong enough, then they're able to go through the challenges and go through the struggles that it takes to get to be to the top. As you know, anything worth having, you have to work for. If you want to lose 100 pounds or 20 pounds or 5 pounds, you have to work for it. You have to change your diet, you have to change your exercise, you have to change your whole mindset in order to get there. If you want to obtain wealth, same thing, you have to work really hard for it. You have to change yourself in order to be someone else. Insanity, I'm sure you heard, is that it's doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. So if you want to obtain something different, you're gonna have to reinvent yourself. The good thing about this is that a belief can be broken. A belief can be built from scratch. You can always challenge any old belief. I'm sure when you were younger, your parents probably told you some things to keep you safe and protect you, that when you grew up, you found out that that was not true. You were probably afraid of the dark because you didn't want to go out, and your parents they wanted you to take certain precautions. So they made you believe something that probably was not true as you got a little bit older. So you can definitely change your beliefs. Well, the one thing about our belief system is whatever you believe is true to you, whether it's true or not. Let me just make that a little bit clearer. If you raise a child in one part of the world and you tell them that this color right here is this color is white, and you raise the same child in another part of the world or even the same part of the world and you tell them that this color here is black, both kids are going to grow up believing two different things, but to them that belief is real. So when the kid sees that color and they look at it, it's going to be, oh, that's white. And the other kid, when he looks at the color, is going to see it and say, well, that's black. And that's because that's just their belief system. It's a pretty poor example, I apologize, but to emphasize on the point, whatever you believe is true. If you believe that you are dumb, and you truly believe it, probably based on some challenges you had growing up, somebody told you, a teacher told you, or your parents or your brothers or some bullies keep repeating to you that you're dumb, and you internalize that, and soon enough your subconscious mind will start creating events to justify that belief. You'll start making dumb mistakes and start apologizing for them, and you will deeper that until you create things to make you feel dumb and you'll act dumb. Same is if you believe that you're smart. If you believe that you're smart, you'll end up picking up books and educate yourself and use smart words. If you truly believe it inside, you will create the same situations, but instead of making you feel dumb, to make you feel smarter. And that's our belief system. Whatever you believe is true to you. Well, back to the belief system. I'm sure most of you guys have heard about Roger Bannister. Roger Bannister was the first man who broke the 4-minute mile back in 1954. Prior to that, we believe it was not possible. We literally have been around for thousands and thousands of years, and we believe we could not beat that 4-minute mile. But as soon as Roger Bannister broke the 4-minute mile, guess what happened? More people started showing up breaking the 4-minute mile. I believe the second person that broke the 4-minute mile was John. Where did I write his name? Was John Landy. John Landy was the second person that broke the 4-minute mile. And then another person broke it, another person broke it, and by now we have high school kids breaking it. We have thousands of people who have been able to break it. And that's pretty much a miracle for us, right? I mean, it seems like a miracle. For thousands of years we thought we couldn't do this. And as soon as one person made it happen, it changed the belief in everybody's mind, and we're able to do it. And the only thing that changed was our belief system. By believing that you can do it, you're able to train yourself and push yourself to that point because you know that you can. Imagine if, for example, if Thomas Edison did not believe that we can transfer electricity through a wire and manipulate it and use it to our advantage. If he didn't have that belief, we would never have what we have today. I know it took him a lot of tries, it took him a lot of failures to get there, but look at what we are today. Before the electricity existed, when the sun will go down, everything will get dark. Most of the businesses will stop operating unless you're working with a candle, and there's only a few things that you could do working off a candle. But as soon as I discovered that, Thomas Edison created a world that we have today. Now you can work 24/7. I don't recommend it, but you can have lights, you can see clearly. You can work on your computer, which runs on electricity. You can run some cars, which run on electricity. Our devices, our phones, everything was on electricity. Everything was completely revolutionized due to this belief this man had. I share all this information with you guys because your beliefs, I want you to know how powerful they are. A lot of us are not really aware of most of our beliefs. But if you're aware of your beliefs, you can use them to work with you, not against you. A lot of us have limiting beliefs that we're not aware of it. The best way and the quickest shortcut to see what some of your beliefs are is obviously through your actions. If you see where you live today, open your eyes and look around. Everything that you have today was created by your mind. Whether you know it consciously or subconsciously, you put yourself in that situation that got you to where you are today. I think a lot of it is due to your belief system. A lot of us inherit beliefs from our parents, probably from our aunts, uncles, or people that influence us growing up. So it would serve you to sit down and put pen and paper and figure out what some of these beliefs are. Just real quick, I forgot to mention earlier, if you like this video and if you got anything help you in any shape or form from this video, please don't forget to give a thumbs up. Also, if you subscribe and hit the notification bell, it will help me out a lot, so I would greatly appreciate it. And back to the video. I will link below. Below I will leave a link where you can actually print out a worksheet that I created for you guys. This worksheet will help you build better clarity on what your beliefs are. This way you can identify which are your limiting beliefs, so that you can save energy by not continue to do it, by eliminating them. And with the energy that you're saving, you could use it to create newer, stronger beliefs, which will move you further in life. And that's where the 80-20 rule comes in pretty powerful. It is not wasting time and energy on things that are not serving you, and using that saved energy on things that can launch you forward quicker, faster. It makes you a lot more productive, less busy, more productive, and more efficient. Well, that's pretty much all that I have today. Once again, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thank you very much. Once again, my name is AC Chavez. To the next video.